Hi, Mr. Arkett here, and I'm looking at the Khan Academy assignment geometric series formula. So this first question that we're going to encounter asks us for the first term in this geometric series, and it gives us that the sum of the first three terms in the series is 171. So the sum of three terms is 171. And the common ratio is 2/3. Okay, and then we don't know what A is. But we also know that our n is going to be, our number of terms is 3. So if I set up my formula, I say the sum of three terms equals the first term, A, times 1 minus the common ratio, 2/3, raised to the, there's three terms, so we're going to raise it to the third power, over 1 minus 2/3. Okay, so if I work that out, I have, and I'm going to, actually, let me substitute in what the sum of three terms is. So we know what that is. We're going to substitute in 171. So this bottom part is going to be 1/3. So if we multiply both sides by 1/3, because 1 minus 2/3 is 1/3. If we multiply both sides by 1/3, we're going to get 171 over 3, which is 57. So we get 57 equals A times 1 minus 2/3 to the third power. Now, 2/3 to the third power is going to be 8/27. So that means we're going to have 19/27. So 57 is going to equal A, because we're doing 27/27 minus 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed is 27. So let's see, make sure I'm getting that right. So 19/27. Okay, so if I multiply both sides by the reciprocal, I'll get A. So I'm going to multiply by 27 over 19 on both sides. Now, 19 goes into 57 three times, so if I cross that out, or 1, right, 3 here. So I've got 3 times 27, so A is going to equal 81. Let's check my work. So doing that in my head, make sure we're right. Look at that. Good stuff. Energy points, it's a good day. All right, let's move to the next one. And if I'm moving a little faster, you can always go back and pause the video and try and solve it yourself. In fact, that's a good idea. Try and solve it yourself before you watch me do the entire thing. Okay, this one says find the sum of the first 7 terms of the geometric series. So we know that n is going to be 7. The first term we know is 1024. And we know that from 1024 to 512, we're basically having it, and then we're having it again. And the way I could figure that out is I could divide 512 by 1024, and I'd get 1/2. Or 0.5 is another way to think of it. So 0.5. Okay. All right, we want the sum. All right, so we're going to say the sum of the 7 terms equals first term 1024 times 1 minus 0.5 to the 7th power over 1 minus 0.5, which is just 0.5. So I may not have enough room, but follow me as I explain this. So 1 minus 0.5 is a half. What this should be. Whoops, let me fix that. So this is 1024. If you divide 1024 by a half, you're going to get actually double that. You're going to get, because we'd have to multiply the bottom's a half. Well, we'd have to multiply it by 2. But so we're dividing 1024 by a half. That's going to be 2056. No, 2048, rather. My bad. Times 1 minus 0.5 to the 7th power. Now, this is when you want to take out your calculator. So I'm going to do that. All right. So we do 1 minus 0.5 raised to the 7th power. If I hit equals, that's going to give me like 0.9921875. It's basically 127 over 128 is a fraction. I'm going to just multiply that number without rounding or anything times 2048, and I'm going to get 2032. So my sum for the first 7 terms is 2032. And I'm going to go ahead and check my work. So 2032. Nice. More energy points. Today's a good day. Let's keep going. Let's try another one. All right. So this one, we find the sum of the first 10 terms in the sequence. So n is going to equal 10. Okay. Common ratio is 2. So r is 2. And the first term is 5. So a is 5. So our sum of the first 10 terms equals 5 times 1 minus 2 to the 10th power divided by 1 minus 2. Okay, so the sum of the 10 terms, I'm bad at writing 10 here. 1 minus 2 is -1. 5 divided by -1 is -5. So it's going to be -5 times 1 minus 2 to the 10th power. So that's going to equal, I'm going to do my calculator. Okay. So 1 minus 2 raised to the 10th power is a negative 1,023. We're going to multiply that by -5. We're going to get a positive 5,121. So 5,121. Check our work, and we messed up. Oh, well. Okay, let's see. So common ratio is 2. 1 minus 2 is -1. So -5. Sorry, I did the multiplication wrong. But we'll persevere and get the right answer. Okay, 5,115. this in right. All right, we redeemed ourselves, but we're a little bit less on energy points. We're losing 5 energy points, and that's not as good of a day, but we'll move on. We still have an opportunity to get 3 out of 4 correct. And for my classes, if you get 3 out of 4 correct, you get full credit. All right, the sum of the first 6 terms of a geometric series is 15,624. So the sum of the first 6 terms is 15,624. Okay, and the common ratio is 5. Again, the number of terms is 6. And we're going to find the first term in the sequence. So we're going to say 15,624 equals first term times 1 minus common ratio 5 to the 6th power over 1 minus 5. So follow with me. The denominator is going to be -4, so we're going to multiply both sides by -4. So this denominator is going to cancel out. Okay, so let's do that on our calculator. So 15,624 times -4 is -62,496. So -62,496 equals the first term times 1 minus common ratio to the 6th power. So let's do that out, figure out what that is. 1 minus 5 to raise to the 6th power is -15,000. Okay, so 62,496 equals A times this is going to be -15,624. So when you divide it by both sides, remember this times 4 was this. So divide both sides by -15,624. You're going to get the first term equal to 4. So 4 is going to equal A, because these will cancel out. Okay, so let's check it. Now, we got that right. So we got full credit on the assignment if I was grading you anyways. We did miss that one. That's why it's important to check that you multiply everything correctly. Now, I could say I did that on purpose, but no, I messed up. So make sure that you check your work when you multiply, because anyone can make a mistake. Anyways, so that's the process behind this Khan Academy assignment. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. And if you have questions, leave questions in the comments.